It's time for Better Retirement on Better Living. I love Better Retirement because it gives me hope that someday I can retire and head somewhere south, Kevin. South. Somewhere warm, please.
Yes. Sooner or later, the weather's going to improve, but...
Yeah, you keep telling me that. We'll see. We're going to talk about Social Security today. That's something that you kind of specialize in. So let's talk about how we can increase those Social Security benefits over our lifetime. How can we make it work for us?
Yeah, so really that's kind of what it comes down to when we think about Social Security. We just want to get the best deal possible. So the key to that is when is going to be the right time to file for those benefits. I think most people are very well aware that you're first eligible for benefits at 62, but by taking it early, you are going to take a reduced amount. But there's also some other consequences that come along with filing early for your benefits. So we're going to take a look at a couple different couples situations today, where couples have some options on how they file for their benefits that will hopefully give them a better deal and give them a better situation when it comes to Social Security.
All right, well, introduce me to our first make-believe couple.
So first couple, we're going to call this the Ozzie and Harriet couple. So basically, this is kind of looking at a couple where the husband was the primary worker, and maybe the wife in the couple wasn't a worker and was a stay-at-home mother, and so she did not work and earn her own Social Security benefit.
So Ozzie is the only one with Social Security
benefit.
benefit.
So Ozzie has worked and has earned a retirement benefit from Social Security, but as the spouse of Ozzie, Harriet is eligible for what's called a spousal benefit.
Okay.
So when Ozzie files for his own benefit, so whenever that would be between ages 62 and 70, that does open up the availability for Harriet to collect that spousal benefit, which is 50% of Ozzie's full retirement age benefit. So it doesn't matter when Ozzie files for it.
That's just what I was going to ask, yes. Yeah. And does she have to start collecting at the same time he does?
No. So when he files for his benefit, it basically unlocks the spousal option for Harriet. Now, she wouldn't want to wait any further than her full retirement age to do that, simply because it doesn't increase any more past that point. So it's a little different than the retirement benefit, that they apply some credits if you wait past your full retirement age. So the spousal stops increasing once you reach your full retirement age.
Okay, let's talk about couple two. These are two people that work. Let's call them, I don't know, Joe and Charity.
Joe and Charity.
Yes.
So this is more and more common today, where both individuals in the couple have paid into the Social Security system and are eligible for retirement benefits. So we're kind of considering in this situation, well, let's just say Charity.
Yes.
She filed for her benefit early, so maybe she left the workforce a little bit early, and she has already filed for her Social Security benefits, and let's just say she did that at the age of 62.
Okay.
Now, if Joe could hold off on his filing until his full retirement age, and let's just assume that that's 66 in this instance.
Okay.
At that point, he now has some choices in regards to what he's going to collect, because he can either take his own retirement benefit, or he can take the spousal benefit, which will be 50% of Charity's full benefit. Now, so Charity filed early, so she's taking a reduced amount, but that doesn't impact how much Joe would be able to collect off of Charity. Now, that usually is not going to be as much as what Joe would be able to collect on his own, but by waiting on his own, he's earning 8% credits each year. So he can collect off of Charity for 4 years and then switch to his own, which has increased by 32%.
Right. When he's 70, then and get the full.
Correct.
That makes a lot of sense. So we have a third couple.
Third couple. We call this the power couple. So
I wish I would have made them.
Yeah, this is more likely to the Joe and Charity situation.
Of course, yes.
So in this case, both workers were high earners throughout their lifetime, and when they're leaving the workforce, they have some resources to where they don't necessarily have to file for Social Security right away. So just to keep it simple, let's just say they are the same age, and they're at their full retirement age. At that point, what we'd want to do is whoever is the higher earner, we would want that individual to file for their benefits, but suspend them. So they don't need them, but by him filing, or her filing, whoever the higher is, by them filing, it opens up that spousal benefit that we talked about earlier. So that allows one of the individuals to start collecting 50% of the benefit, and they would continue to do that for the 4 years, and then both individuals turn on their Social Security benefit at 70, when both of them are earning 132% of their full amount.
That makes a lot of sense, but that is a lot of math that not hard math, but math you really have to sit down and figure out, and that's where I would want somebody like you to help me out with that, because I think it can get really confusing.
Yeah, so there's the tremendous amount of math, but there's a lot of software programs that help with that. Where it gets even more complex is the rules. So we talked a little bit about some of the different circumstances and different ways to file, but there's so many rules associated with that as far as when and how you can do that. So you need to really be aware of what those opportunities are for you in your individual situations.
Well, we talk about this every time you guys are in, but you are really good about having these seminars, and they're just simply educational seminars. You're not selling anybody anything. You just want to help them navigate these, what can be really muddy waters. So let's talk about the upcoming Social Security ones that you have, the dinner for April.
Yeah, so we have two different types of seminar events that we host. One is very much more specific to the topic of Social Security and how that fits into a comprehensive retirement plan. So we do have a couple coming up in April. Those unfortunately are full. So our next events are May 5th and May 7th. So we have some openings still available for that. So you can see a full list of our events on our website at citizenadvisory.com. And like we've talked about this before, they do fill up relatively quickly. So if there's something to your liking, feel free to either give us a call at the office or just there's a link on the website you can go to make that reservation.
Well, obviously, they fill up quickly. April is full. So if you want in on this, get in on May. And of course, you can always go to the website and get this book, 5 Critical Social Security Mistakes that People Make. So get that. Check out the seminars and the seminars on everything else. Medicare, retirement, it runs the full range. We'll be right back.